Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Grand Spartan. We are going to head back over to the base, grab a few things real quick, some iron bars, some steel. Probably need to make ourselves another spike club too. I don't know if I have any forged iron there or not. May have to make some. Maybe get a splint too to fix this broken leg. Oh, and I forgot to fix the XML for gas. Guess it's not really a big deal. Hope all of you have had a chance to check out that video I made where we talk about that. We talk about the how to edit your XML files. Tell you what, do we have sand here. I think I made some sand. Maybe that was at the other base. Oh, it's making here now. Okay. Well, we'll leave this stone here, so we have enough that we can make a bit of cement. We'll leave some of that behind to assort. Take this stuff back with us. We're only going to be there for just a moment. Let's do a sort on this. So we'll get this back on just in case we decide to stop off and slap around some zombies. So we're going to try to make a big leap forward today on progress here. Get done what needs to be done. So I need iron bars. Need to get some more steel. Ugh. I'm down to 100 hit points. I need one of those health bays like on Imperion to step into. Heal myself up. Oh, yeah. All right. So we are here. Let us run inside. There's a deer. It's our pet deer. Still standing around. Fall in the pit and so we have 75 bars. We're going to need a lot more than that. Let's make 25 forged iron. How many bars can we make here? 172. Let's make 100 in this one. And let's get this one, make 300. We'll make another 100 in this one. We can always come back and make more. While we're here, we may as well top off what we can. We are out of iron, raw iron. Boy, we had a lot of it. We went through all of that. It's hard to believe we went through all that iron. Oh, you know what? I had forged iron right there. Son of a gun. Well, it's already done now. Want to make myself another spike club to top this one off. What is that? 50 seconds. Okay. Good, good, good. Oh, out of stone. Do we even have any more stone? Not much. Not much at all. It's about to be mining day here sometime soon. I want to get back down into the 246. Let's see. 30, 60, 90. We'll just do 90 so it fills up the output. I want to get back down to the bedrock portion of that pit. Get that all finished up as well. Okay, we didn't have anything going on there. So our spike club should be done now. Okay. Well, these bars take a long time to complete. We'll just grab up whatever we can, and we'll take on back off to the other base. See if we have a splint. Yes, we do. I may go ahead and take half a stack with me. We'll leave the forged iron here. We do not need that. I have a good bit more steel here we could take with us and slap into a chest. Scrap iron, we want to take some of that with us too. All right, well, that's all we needed. Before I leave, let me go ahead and use a bandage. Oh, the deer did fall into the pit. Look at that. Silly deer. Oh. Go ahead and throw that in here. Okay, well, let me take those and fill up our stack. Okay, let's get ourselves healed a bit here. You know what, we'll just use a first aid kit. I absolutely need to get around to some of those airdrops and see if we can't find some more first aid kits too. So we used quite a bit over in that barbed wire build. You really didn't even need to use them sometimes, and I was just using it to top off, and I shouldn't have been doing that. Well, the tree farm is ready to go again. Another 45k wood. Is my guy getting cold? So there is an airdrop somewhere close by. It's right here. I guess that's not very close, but let's look at how hard it would be to get down there and get back up. Well, that doesn't look so difficult. Since we're so close to it, we'll scoop it up. We have so many that we need to go around and pick up. Well, nothing very good in there, but that's okay. A few health kits. Mr. Piggy. Oh, I didn't mean to run over the piggy. Get to going downhill and it gets crazy. See where we come up at here. Good place. All right, well, let's get some progress done on this base. Pretty excited about the direction it's going here now. It's not going to be what I had in mind originally, but it's going to work. It's going to be a good solid base. It's just kind of tired of using the spikes, you know, so we created the barbed wire defense. And I figured let's try another defense that does not require the use of spikes. Of course, we have some in the free fall pit there, but that's more of a backup plan. That's not going to be the primary defense. So I can dump off some of this. Oh, we had a little bit of steel or iron right there. I can dump off some of this. We'll leave the bars. We'll drop that off. Drop that off. Might as well wear this because we're probably going to start freezing here soon. We'll pick up another stack of rebar. Might as well take the ramp frames too. We have not eaten in a while that I can recall. I guess it hasn't been that long. All right, get all capped off here. Get that wellness up. Okay, we will take support and pillars as well. I don't know if I'm going to need those for this next step, but may. So I need to count some things out here. I need to find... Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, let's see. What does that look like from that corner? How many? Two. Let's go from this corner first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 1, 2, 3, 4. If you put it here, it gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So we have an even number there. So we're going to be safer bet to go here. Have a shorter distance. Of course, you know what? Yeah. We're going to need to do that because we're going to need some form of support. How that's going to work. So you're all seeing it planned out here. This is, I'm not doing anything off camera that you're not seeing as far as the planning process. So it takes a little bit longer for me to kind of get an idea of how things are going to work. That would put us right here. That would give us a 2 gap. For the most part going around. Boy, those angle pieces I put there, I almost should have left those square. It would have looked better in the end. So, if I've done my math right, before we go on any further though, let me do this. We have the steel. Oh, that's okay. That needs to be upgraded anyway. How much steel have we used? Not much. You sucker, you. So we'll get that one. Keep it uniform with the rest of it. Okay. That's steel. Boy, it's quiet over here. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. All right. Let's see. That looks good. Let's build our way up here real fast. And we can do this number since we brought them with us. Just to get a better idea of how it's going to be. I'm going to go easy here. I don't want to misplace these. These things are a booger to get rid of if you misplace them. They're pretty durable. I'm all concentrating here, making sure we get them in the right place. But we did the test, I believe it was last episode, to see if this or the trussing would be the way to go, and this is absolutely the way to go. The trussing is just 1,000 hit points versus the 2,500 for the bars, and so that's why we're going with the bars. There's a little bit of a step down here with the bars, a little bit of a lip to go down, but it doesn't really have much of an effect. You still hop right back up. I don't mind that at all, especially considering the quality, the durability. Okay, well, that's that. Let's hop down from here. Oh wow, our leg's been healed. So next, that would leave us 1, 2, all the way around. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Do 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 do. Yeah, I guess we'll stick to the rebar. Is that the right height if I went there? I have to go one more up. Is that right? All right. Hopefully get these frames out of our way. We don't need those anymore. Hopefully that will do what we need it to do when we get to that point. We need to use that support. It'll be in place and ready to go. Let's get our bars. Look at how many bars we used there. What do we have, like 70 or something, right? That was a lot of bars for a tiny area. So, you know, we were talking. I'm still getting comments from those failed few videos that I did when I was trying to get those pillars to work. And, you know, I absolutely could have upgraded what I had for supports to steel. Let me count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Absolutely could have done what I did here and upgrade that top tier to steel and the supports and all of that, but you know, the more I looked at it as it started falling in too, and it just wasn't what I had in mind. I had this in mind for a second tier above and a few other things, and it just was not going to work out no matter how I did it with those silly supports in the way. I did not want to have those supports in the way like the way it looked, and that's why I changed my mind on doing it the way we did it. But I think this way is going to work out well. You know, we'll have a base we can use without spikes up top. Don't even think I'll use barbed wire. You know, so it'll be spikeless, barbed wireless defense. I mean, since we converted over to using guns from a spike club, there are a lot of possibilities of things you could do for a horde to make it work. You know, you can do all kinds of things when you can just sit back and shoot the zombies. I usually try to work on designs. Now, what happened here that these blocks took damage? Did I hit those with the auger? Maybe it's probably what happened. I usually try to make designs that, you know, you can use your spike club for, so you don't have to use ammo, but since we're on day 130, you don't have plenty of ammo. There was no need to do that anymore. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But early game, you know, it absolutely, you know, you need those kinds of designs, those builds to get you started, so you're not having to waste so many resources trying to mine or farm up brass and get coal and nitrate and all that stuff. You don't need to be wasting your time doing that. That's a waste of your precious time. And I think some probably try to do that and they get behind with the hordes, especially with the new game stages on Alpha 15 and how it gets more and more difficult. You can fall behind pretty fast now, and of course, if you die, the game stage is going to reset a little bit. It's going to make it a little easier for you, but I think that's the reason I get some to jump on the channel and say, oh, there's no way you had that done by day 200 or so forth and so on. And it's like, man, after 200 days, you see where we're at after 130, and I'm just goofing off after we reached about day 80 or so. Felt like I just started kind of goofing off a lot of the time, and so certainly by day 100 you should be so well established that you know, all this is just easy mode. All right, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to go from this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to make sure we're always going to do this. We're always going to measure twice, cut once. Do. Yeah, no screamers for a long time now. It's pretty pleasant. They were holding us up for a while there when we were digging this base out. No more are they holding us up. All right, well, supports are done there. Now, let's see. One. We're going to do the same over here. Boy, this is pretty soothing, especially early in the morning it is over here. I'm still a little sleepy. Sound of that rain. It's very soothing. Oh, that snow should have cushioned my fall, don't you agree? Was that one block high on that one piece of rebar? Oh, I did. I think I went one too high on that one piece of rebar. We'll go take a look at it here in a minute. Because the rest, I don't get hurt when I fall off, and that one I did. We were one high on that one. All right. Okay. Well, starting to come together now. Looking more like a proper base. Go ahead and nail this stuff off and let it be drying. What we'll do is we'll come up here and we'll make all this steel. You know, I absolutely did not make enough bars. I was pretty certain that I had enough. But after seeing how many that inner band took, do not believe that I made enough. Oh, I did the same thing again. Silly Spartan. I need to fix that hole. Wow, some of this is already drying. Look at that. All right, well, it looks pretty good, I guess. There's a lot of support going around there. And all of it is attached to bedrock. So we should be good there. Well, that looks really nice, having the concrete go all the way down to bedrock. Let's take this. There's new editing software coming out here soon, next week and a half or so. Probably a week after you get this episode. And I'm going to be acquiring that software. And when Alpha 16 comes around, my videos will be a little different. My plan is to edit those videos and do something similar to what I'm doing with my Empyrean Let's Play, where I record for 10-15 minutes and then stop it, record, and kind of splice those videos together and try to give you the most in the least amount of time. Instead of doing this hour-long Let's Play every day, we'll have like a 25 or 30-minute episode, and I'll cut out some of the riffraff. Just like right now, I'm just kind of assessing what I'm doing and looking around and making sure I like what I see and that sort of thing. I can cut a lot of that out. and just give you the meat and potatoes of what's what. And so hopefully the quality will increase. Also going to be purchasing the first piece of the new PC, getting the motherboard here in a few days. And I hope to have that this summer sometime put together, if all works out well. And so I can bring you some higher quality content. All right, well, what's the gap in between here? I need to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, this is certainly going to need to be steel. We may make this whole column steel, but certainly certainly want these blocks steel, where anything will be attached. Rest of it, well, and the reason I would do that is just because maybe a zombie's going to come up and start beating on one of these columns. And we want it to be as durable as it can possibly be, so we have plenty of time to react and defend them. I may make these steel all the way up as well, since we have, decent amount of steel. These pillars all need to be upgraded as well. We may only do those to reinforce concrete now that I'm going a different direction. I won't maybe not need all those up to steel like I originally imagined, but we'll keep plugging away on this space. And tell you what, I need to step away for one moment. All right, sorry about that. Step away for a moment. We're back. Yeah, get that bad boy upgraded on. Oh, look at that. All right, what you can do with steel. So let me think about the next step here. I think once we get these top portions upgraded to steel, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what kind of weight this can hold with the gaps that we have, because this is unsupported right here as well. Kind of hangs out. Though we do have a support pretty close by, so that should make up for it. And we'll just have to see. Almost thought about doing a pattern coming off of here, like something like that with supports underneath. But that's a huge gap. We almost may have to put another support. What would that put us here? 4, 5. We'd almost have to put it there, and that would look a bit silly, but maybe I could do something like here and here. Once we get to that part, we'll think about something like that. We'll think about maybe adding a section on with a support underneath each one to give us a little bit more stability, hold a little bit more weight. Well, I don't want to go any further with this until we can upgrade the top part to steel, and then we can, I'll leave that up there just as a reminder. Get all that upgraded to steel, and then get those bars finished up over there and go pick some up. What I can do is I can go on back down to the bottom floor, because this absolutely needs to be done. Let's do a sort. We may need some concrete pillars just in case. We'll take those with us. Should not need but one more stack of steel, because the pillars down below absolutely need to be made out of steel. We'll take another stack of wood too. You know what we can do also, I think. Yeah, it's ready. All right. It is ready. Get a little bit more concrete mix going and make up for what we just used. Let's head on down. Head on down. I don't like the way this is set up over here. This way for us to get down. I mean, it's fine. I just don't like the idea that it's all, you know, the dirt right here, the way we have it. Either I need to fill that in with dirt to make it the same or something, but I thought about digging all the way down to bedrock. Look at how far we would have to tunnel. You know, you remember the episode where we tunneled all this out, how long. Of course, that's a lot larger of an area, but I don't know if it's going to be worth me messing with that or not, just for the way it looks. It really won't serve much of a purpose other than the looks of it. All right, we need to make ourselves an entrance here to get into this place at some point too, so I don't have to keep building my way up to the next section. I need to dig this out. Oh boy, I didn't grab any gas. We might have enough to get this done. I see just here a moment ago, I tabbed out to read some comments on today's video that was posted, and I think maybe even some from yesterday too, were giving me advice on a new direction to move in for the next build. But honestly, with only doing an hour a day, I don't think we're going to have time. And maybe I'm wrong about this, but I don't think we're going to have time before Alpha 16 arrives to do anything else. I think by the time I can get this build finished and we take on a horde or two, most likely just a horde, Alpha 16 will be upon us. And so this may be the last build that we do. Now, I still have a good little bit of work to do here. I've not really shared any details about the direction I'm going in. I'm sure most of you can see some of what I'm doing here in the direction I'm moving in, but there's still a lot of work to be done on this particular build. Of course, we'll continue heading over to the barbed wire build for the next horde, maybe two, depends on how far we come with this in the next week, game week. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna be, if it comes out, if 16 comes out when I imagine it will, then I'm just gonna be finishing this up. Oops. Just in time to be ready for Alpha 16. All right, well, that is done. We could get all of these spikes upgraded to steel. Maybe I should have grabbed another stack or two of steel. I'm more concerned about this down here than I am what's up top. Let's get this wall in place. Now I'm overheating again. I tell you, my little guy, my little man in the game cannot make up his mind as to what he wants to do. It's like a little old woman. So all of these walls are fine. We'll just have that one side that needs to be fixed. So it looks something like that. Of course I need to... There we go. Something like so. Oops, missed one there. Looks good. And we'll leave that open for when we take that out. That's going to need to be fixed. So when you're doing this, you always, and I'm sure you know this by now, watching these videos, especially the last couple of builds, but you always want to leave yourself a 2 gap to get away from the zombies. They can hit you if you only have a 1 gap here. You cannot back it up enough away from them. If they squeeze through the pillars just a little bit, still be able to hit you. So you always want to leave yourself a 1 block gap there. Sounded like someone walking up the stairs, and I'm here by myself, so I needed to check that. This house is all hardwood floor and tiles, so sound really travels, but all the creaks and cracks that I hear from time to time, I'm still kind of getting used to it. I had to back my chair up and look down the stairs, make sure I didn't have a visitor, an unwanted visitor. Alright, so this still needs to be taken out as well. So we have 2 walls that need to be fixed. And taken back a little bit, and 2 walls that are good. Right. Yeah, this won't take long at all. It'll be done before you know it. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Keep on keeping on here. So we're almost done with this. We'll replace the floor with a wooden floor. Now, fortunately, you know, you could leave the floor stone, Now, fortunately for us, they did work out the issue that in previous alphas where if you have a stone floor, you don't change out the floor with a man-made block, it sometimes could either eject you or into the air or down. You know, you can get stuck into it. There are a lot of different little silly issues they had with that, and they fixed all of that, I guess, somewhere, you know, Alpha 15. Seems like I still had the issue in 14, so since then they have fixed that issue. So you could leave this stone on the floor portion of it. You could leave all this stone. I just prefer to change it out with my own blocks to give it my own look. You know, like something that I have created from scratch. I don't like the stone look, and I certainly don't like the bedrock look. That's not a cool looking thing there, that bedrock. It's pretty rough. Some rainbow colored rock. We're going to need to make some more frames too. Fortunately, we have some wood on us. Unfortunately, I don't know if we have enough wood to not only make the extra frames, but to upgrade all of this stuff. We'll have to see what we're left with. All right. That gives us a nice little 2 gap right there. So you always want to have that 2 gap. Now, we're not going to be able to fill this in completely because I still need to make an entrance. I have to decide where exactly the entrance is going to be. Let's find the centermost portion of this, which would be right here, which is where we kind of have our hole now. And let's dig back this way a little ways. Go ahead and fill this in for now. Something like that. What does that put us? Yeah, that's a good distance back. So we don't want to block ourselves off from where our hay bale is going to come in at, but it would be nice to have the ladder. We may almost need to offset that just a little ways. You know, offset it so that when we fall down the onto the hay bale, we have plenty of room to kind of run forward. Let's just see what it's going to look like here if I do this. Oh, out of frames. Let's go ahead and make 100 of these. Okay, and then we would put this here. And yeah, I think it's going to work out. Of course, you know, I need another storage chest that's not in the way of this thing. And we'll have to make a little doorway to get over here to our elevator as well. Tell you what, while we're making those frames are done. Let's make a storage chest. Let's put it, whoops. Here. And dump some of this stuff off into it. Because we're going to need to sort. And let's see if we can pick up everything as this one so we can destroy it. something like that. Get it out of our way. What does this look like if we fall straight down right here? We could do that. Does that give us room to... Yeah, it sure does. Gives us room to fall in. Fall down and fall in. Maybe I could upgrade those to... Oh! I didn't mean to go 2. We're not going to see that. No one saw that? All right. Something like that. What I should have done is put in a false floor right here. Or not a false floor, but just a floor. Okay, so this would be our ladder going up. See, it would look so much nicer if all of that were wood or concrete or something, you know. But it'd be a lot of work to go all the way up to the surface from, or down to bedrock from the surface, I guess I should say. Let's take out this. I guess we could, you know, take that out. Would look nicer. Interior design here, Grand Spartan. So we're going to need to make some ladders. Don't think I had any of those in the storage that I brought down. Let's make 5. Okay, yeah, that should work. That should work. It gives us enough room that when we come down off of the fall, we can go there. Don't necessarily need a door here, but let's at least make an opening that looks suitable. I hope things don't fall in when I take this out. And the rest of down here really doesn't matter. I mean, we could pretty it up if we wanted to, but it's not necessary to do any of that. I need to go one more block this way. Something like that. Go ahead and take out this tier stone. Well, we have pretty much reached the end of this episode. Got a lot done today, though. Felt pretty productive. Base is coming along now. It's I won't say it's in the final stages, but it's getting nearer to being in the final stages. So we made our way down here after we got some things done up top. Nice, so that'll be a little way for us to get in and out. Looking good. We have plenty of, we can upgrade all this stuff now. We can get our spikes up to steel, which they will need to be for the massively increased zombie horde. So when we come back tomorrow, we'll go ahead and take a few moments to grind out this floor, replace it like we did over on the other side. We'll upgrade these pillars to steel, upgrade our spikes to steel as well, and then we will come up top once again and start working on that up there. We're going to take all this stuff to the surface. We'll leave this concrete down here. We won't need it up there. Take our elevator going up to the penthouse. All right, so I think everything up here is dried. Made a decent amount of progress up here today. It's looking better. A couple blocks have not dried yet, but for the most part, it's all coming together now. Well, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your continued support here on the channel. I can't express how appreciative I am of all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wherever you may be located, and I will see you all tomorrow.